Hi, in this video, I'm going to share with you a little bit about, or not a little bit, everything that's been going on this last week or so, and hopefully share with you the challenges I've faced, some of the things I've seen in the MLM industry that not kind of, but they are a little disturbing. And more I think about it, it's one of the major reasons why more people in this business aren't successful. So, my name is Bill, and I've got some notes here, and I'm going to follow them so I don't go down a rabbit hole. I just want you to know that I really have embraced the whole idea of minimum effective dose, meaning that I don't have a little studio set up here. I haven't isolated the family away. If the dogs walk in, or they walk in and bark or photobomb, it's going to stay in. I'm not looking for perfection. What I'm really wanting to do is just share this information and hopefully help somebody out. What I do on this channel, what I've shifted to is helping people over 50 who are looking at, retirement, or, maybe their investments haven't worked the way they wanted, or maybe they got hit hard by the Great Recession in 2008, whatever the case is, or maybe that just, life caught up, raising a family. But, we find ourselves in this place. And so what I really want to focus on and narrowing my niche down is working with people that are over 50 to help them build their network marketing business through cold traffic. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've got all the answers, because I don't. I've been in internet marketing for 12 years, and I've, made all the mistakes. And so what I've learned is that, maybe listening to some of the information I've taken in and actually putting it into practice instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. So that's what I'm doing. And I use the term, I'm teaching from the road, not from a mountaintop. So I'm actually walking with you. I don't even see myself walking one step ahead of you. I'm walking with you and building my business. What I'm doing right now is I am building a digital product, a system, if you will. It's built on 4 pillars: attraction, capture. Um, what's my third pillar? Oh, I just forgot. Conversion. I knew, just having one of those days. So attraction, capture, conversion, and activation. So those are the 4 pillars that I really am building around in the process I'm using. And so I've built out most of the training. I'm at the place right now where I'm working on training on how to build out the funnel. I use System.io, and it's free. The product, or the digital product that I will offer, you will be built on there for free. There are a couple of things that may cost a few dollars. It's not completely free. You can't build a business for completely free and expect it to be successful. It takes an investment, not just your time, but it'll take a few dollars. But I'm keeping it down to a minimum. And what I'm really focusing on is duplication. And I feel like, while I've got 12 years of learning how to build websites and build funnels and, all this stuff, that um, I it's easy for me to take that for granted and think that it's easy for somebody else. So I'm really working hard to make it duplicatable, where somebody could follow my training and be able to do the same thing I'm doing. So that's really important to me as I build out my network marketing business. So what the challenge I ran into this week is that my funnel, that I'm building out or teaching how to build out on System.io, what I realized is that I can build it and I don't even have to really think about it. But as I was building the training videos, I realized that there were some things that weren't exactly duplicatable. So that put me, I wouldn't say in a stall, but I had to do some problem solving. I had to take a break, take a step back, and really think about it. And so I've got the workout, or the workaround, to where just about anybody can put this together, and I can walk them through the steps very easily in this one particular area, particularly when it deals with capturing email subscribers, and I want to make that as easy and as possible. So I feel like I've got that worked out. I'll find out when I actually launch this product. I hope to be doing that in the next couple of weeks. And so that's where I'm at. And the idea is that I'll be able to, hand somebody this training, if you will, and for $27 or so. And they'll be able to follow it along and build their network marketing business off of cold traffic. And that's what it's really focusing on, is cold traffic. We already know that trying to pitch our warm market, our friends, our family, acquaintances, it doesn't work. And they don't have the context. Their minds aren't there. They're not ready for that. And so we really want to find people who are interested in what we're doing and that want to work with us. And so our friends and family don't even have to know what we're doing. My friends and family that I live with in this house, my family doesn't know what I'm doing. They know I'm in here making a video, but they're not paying attention. And I'm not telling them, what I'm doing. And so it's pretty cool. I've been working at trying to build a network marketing business for years. I've been in internet marketing for 12, and that's another story. And I've been involved in some capacity with a company, various companies over the years, actually dating back to the 90s. And I made a little money, and I've invested a lot, but nothing has been earth shattering or life changing. And so uh, I just refuse to give up. I love network marketing. And the other point I want to bring up in this video is just to provoke some thought. I am obviously doing some research. I'm not a guru, and I've been watching videos and doing some research on what other people are doing and see, what's trending and what people are wanting. And I've come across a few channels, and honestly, I can't fault the people in those channels. They're doing exactly, in a lot of these channels, what I've done for years, and I can tell you it doesn't work. We're told to go out, learn something, and teach it. And, that's good, but it's just information. At the end of the day, all you have to do is sit down and type in a question and hit the button, and you get an answer that's just unbelievably amazing. And so information is just literally at our fingertips. And so that doesn't work. And I don't think it's never worked for me. So when I decided to do is to build this out, I'm going to, use I'm going to build out this YouTube channel and hopefully get some subscribers on my email list. But I'm going to run some paid traffic, some solo ads, and just different things. I'm going to share that as I go along and I'm rolling this out. And I'm going to be completely transparent what works or what doesn't work. I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to prove. My goal is as I approach retirement, I want to build a network marketing business, some passive income. I like the model. I like network marketing. I like the way it works. I like, you know, networking with people. I'm working with a company right now that I really like. I love the products. I use the products, and it's got a lot of benefits. But what I run across this week, that's Nikki in the back, and she'll come in and out. But anyway, what I've noticed is that this one particular channel I keyed on was a person that was going to expose the industry and, you know, give everybody the deep, dark secrets of behind the curtains and what's wrong with network marketing and why they're changing. And, honestly, I think the biggest problem with network marketing is the people. It's not the companies, it's not anything about the model, it's people. And we want to go around and people want to out somebody in the industry, or they want to, talk bad about a company. And I think that's horrible. And I think it needs to stop. We need to really look for things that are working well. We need to look for the things that are working well in a company. We need to stop bad mouthing, other distributors, other companies. We need to quit acting like the company we're with is better than anything in the world. There is literally a list of network marketing companies that have been around for years. And what that says to me is that they're good companies. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not a fit for everybody, So you got to find a company like I did that I really, really like, where I like the products. I like everything about it. And I think that's what gives it a bad rap. That's what gives it a black eye. And it's not the model, it's not the company, it's people that just fail and they want to put the blame somewhere else. So I think it's time that we take responsibility for our success or failures in this business. It's like any business. People get into business, 90%, 99% of the people that start a business never make a dollar and they fail. Well, people start businesses every day. not because they fail, but because they believe it can work for them. And so I think we need to build people up. I think we need to build up the industry. I don't think we need to do it with hype. I think we need to do it just like kind of like what I'm doing. I would love to see a bunch of people getting out there and sharing what they're doing, peeling the curtains back, talking about their approach, things that they want to do, and things they want to accomplish, and how they're attracting their warm market or their cold market. So I just want to encourage you to think along those lines and think of it as a real business, because it is. People get into network marketing to make substantial income. Well, let's treat it like that. And so that's all I have. I will share with you, and hopefully I can roll out the funnel in System.io. If you want to grab an account, if you don't already have one, there's a link down below this video. I encourage you to check it out, sign up for free, build a funnel, and subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified when I roll out that product. It's called MLM Business in a Box. And the idea is that you just unpack it and it walks you through setting up the system that I'm using. And once again, I'm going to say that, I haven't obviously proven the system works completely. I'm going to have to work out the bugs, but, come along and help me work them out. And I'll see you in the next video.